Governor Newsom, good morning. Lena Bovian, KTLA 5 News. I'm going to ask you a question a lot of people are very curious about. It's a Daily Mail article that just came out citing someone very close to you that is alleging that you did in fact get an adverse reaction from the COVID-19 booster shot and the flu shot, that you were very sick, fatigued, experienced muscle weakness, and that's why you didn't go to the climate summit in Scotland, as opposed to what you said, having to go trick-or-treating with your kids.
They have noticed a familiar face has not been seen during our television news broadcasts and elsewhere for a week or so. Governor Newsom hasn't made a public appearance in more than a week. In fact, certainly an unusually quiet period. So we asked ABC 7 News insider Phil Matier to look into it, figure out what's going on. He is live with the story. Phil, what's the deal? What are you hearing?
But right now, California's Governor Gavin Newsom, after the recall and amid the COVID pandemic, is making news because he hasn't been on TV and he hasn't been seen for about 11 days. And that sort of gives you an idea of the scrutiny the guy's under. It all started when he abruptly canceled his trip to the climate summit in Glasgow, Scotland, and citing unspecified family obligations.
Right.
Well, that raised a few eyebrows because people are saying, well, what's going on with the family? Why would you cancel something that big?
And they have a source close to me.
A source very close to you.
Yeah, well, that's made up. Had absolutely no impact whatsoever from the COVID shot.
Right.
So why didn't you go to the summit?
Oh, I made that crystal clear yesterday. I wanted to spend time with the family.
But what really kicked things off was after he received a booster shot for a COVID vaccine, he completely went off the radar virtually. And that led to speculation on the ever-growing internet that he must have had a bad reaction possibly, and that they were covering it up. Now you'd say, okay, so it's on the internet, but it quickly grew when Gavin Newsom's wife put out a tweet that has since been put down, basically telling those that are questioning the governor's presence ought to, quote, stop hating and get a life. The next thing you know, it was a news story that was appearing from here to London. Wow. Where's Gavin Newsom?
And I'm sorry, the source for that again?
It's the Daily Mail.
The Daily Mail, and they have a source close to me.
A source very close to you.
Yeah, well, that's made up. Had absolutely no impact whatsoever from the COVID shot.
Family obligations.
Right.